Kia ora and welcome back to the channel. Indies vs Majors.
Ooh.
Now I've compiled a list of the pros and cons between being an independent artist and being signed by a major label. Now for those that don't know, I'm completely independent, no management, no label. It's all me, brother. But I was signed to a major label for my first EP. So let's start. Indie pros, aka major cons. Flexibility. As an indie, you don't have to wait for anything. You can drop your songs whenever, change things instantly. You can swear, you don't have to swear. You can do a 10-minute guitar solo if you want. You can drop songs on Wednesday instead of Friday. You just have a lot more flexibility in your schedules. Majors, on the other hand, are still quite traditional, and they require a certain level of information and time to put the plan in place. Now the plans are usually back several weeks before, sometimes months, and you have to be able to stick to that plan because there's so many moving parts around the plan. You got contracts, lawyers, and a PR team that has to be alerted every time you shift the plan. And it makes any of those sudden shifts hard to do, and it limits the flexibility. Freedom. As an independent, you're free to pursue whatever ideas you want. If you want to work with HelloFresh, you can. I know some of you have. If you want to do a 3-episode docu-series on how to grate cheese, you can do that too. You have the freedom to create and pursue whatever projects you want to. With majors, they'll advise you. Not that that's the be-all or end-all, but having those extra people on your table can be influencing. Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Traditionally speaking, they've also invested in you, they have a reputation to uphold, and they have networks that you're using. And so there's certain things you might want to pursue, but it might not be in the best interest of your major sponsors, and it might hinder that freedom. Ownership. Indies outright own their music. You don't know anyone to cut unless you've discussed it in a collaborative setting or you're using a sample that you haven't paid for. I know a lot of you do that too. Then it's yours to exploit however you want. It's yours to price, yours to slice, yours to dice. Yeah. Now majors are changing the way they are globally at the moment, but they're still semi-rooted in traditional methods. Like 360 deals are still out there. Not as common as they used to be, but they're still out there. A 360 deal is when an artist gets a percentage of all his earnings to the label. That's not just the music earnings, that's all earnings. That's the HelloFresh sponsorships, everything. Live shows. But there are options these days to get straight distro deals or project by project basis deals where the artist can still maintain ownership. So, proactive learning. As an independent artist, you are going to learn a lot more. How funding applications work, how algorithms favor you, what radio station politics you got to dodge. Through doing all these things yourself, you gain a massive understanding of the industry, the game, and the people inside it. With majors, you have people that will do a bunch of that stuff for you. They'll take care of the mundane, everyday tasks so that you can focus on doing the music or the thing that you love most, which is cool. Now, onto the major pros, indie cons. Indie cons. Sounds like Transformers. Indie cons are Sambal. Shut up. Professional teams. The essence of a good team on a project can turn a good one to a great one. Utilizing people's skill sets who are much better at the job that they're specified is a huge pro for majors. That doesn't mean you can't get a good team independently, but majors just have one ready to rock. And they're all typically great at their jobs. It's been a lot more common lately for people within major labels to outsource their services independently. That's happening a lot more lately. So it's still a major pro, but it might eventually be a con. Great networks. Majors have massive networks that can reach as far as you can see. They've been in this game for a very long time and they understand who to talk to, when to talk to them. Just insider knowledge that you as an independent might not have. If you're an independent artist... Sorry, the camera cut out, so I don't actually know what part I'm up to. Paul Hutter Productions presents... Fuck, I really don't know where... I have to go to the last point. Fuck! Lone Wolf. Now, this is more of an indie con than a major pro, but they kind of both go hand in hand. As a lone wolf, you become kind of accustomed to the game, and through the understanding of the game, you become less inspired by it. You know what I mean? You're alone in the sense that you know things in the room that other people don't know. For example, when you see a song charting, the first thought isn't, wow, it must be a great song. It's usually, oh, how did they market that? Or like, what techniques did they use on TikTok? And you lose a bit of what music was always about. Takes the smoke out of the smoke and mirrors, if that makes any sense. But majors feed off this part. It's fun, it's exciting to see all the lights, the award ceremonies, the spectacle. It's kind of what draws artists to it in the first place. And admittedly, it's fun to get lost in. It's like the naivety of a new artist, the excitement, the fun, the new song releases. It's kind of what feeds the industry in the first place. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Indies vs majors. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, it always helps. And I'll see you guys next time. Much love. Peace.